Hello everyone. So you know the drill here. We're gonna do the next Leetcode challenge for March 4th. So the next one is we're trying to figure out when the linked list intersects. So this one intersects at C1, the answer should be C1. This one intersects at 8, the answer should be 8, so on and so forth. If there's no intersection, we should return a null. It's a pretty big number, so I think that would just be, yeah, so they ask you for O sub n. It's interesting that they asked you for no space, like they don't want you to use extra space, preferably, but yeah. Let's see if we can do it without, I mean, it's pretty easy and straightforward to do it with n space, because you just put it in a hash table, and if you see it, if you've seen it before, then you return the item. But if we do it with no space, I think what would need to happen is that, let's see, so if we simplify it, let's say that they always have the same length, then if they both start over here and you move them one at a time, then you will get the intersection at some point. So what we need to do then is we want to make sure that we know the difference between this length to this length, and we can do that just by counting the number of nodes. That would still be O sub n time, so it would just be 3 times, because you're going to have to do the 1, 2, and then you're going to figure out where to start, and then you're going to do another n. So that would just be 3n, which just still be n. So that's the solution. So what we're going to do then is we're going to count length of A, C equals head A, while C, length of A, C equals C dot next, length B equals 0, C equals head B, while C, length of B is C equals C dot next. Now we know the difference, so difference is equal to length, probably in absolute values, that's why it doesn't matter. Length to B, and then what we want to do then is we're going to say P1 equals head A again, P2 equals head B, if length of A is greater than length of B, then we want to do for I in range, if this is P length of A represents P1, so P1 equals P1 next, if length of A is less than length of B, then we're going to do the same thing, but for P2. Ooh. It's very finicky, the vim on this, so P2 next. Then once that's done, what we want to do is we just want to say while P1 and P2, as soon as we see a match, we're done. So if P1 equals P, encoding in JavaScript, P2 return P1, that's the match. Otherwise you just increment P1 next, P2 next. If you don't find anything, return none. So yeah, I think that should be the answer. Looks correct. Let's see. Yep. So that was pretty simple. So I guess in the beginning of the months the questions are a little easier. So yeah, so that's it for today. Next time.